Water signs, blessings, and welcome back to the Priestess Prophecies. We are here to do your weekly reading. So this is going to be for my signs of Pisces and Cancer and Scorpio. And believe it or not, I actually have all of my daughters in the water sign. So I have 2 Pisces and I have 1 Scorpio. All right. So shout out to my Pisces, Cancers, and Scorpios out there. We're going to be doing a reading for you today. This is going to be for the next 7 days for the week of the full moon, all right, as well as the spring equinox that we're coming up on this week. So the full moon is the worm full moon, and this is all about, what is coming up as far as emotionally for us to release so that we can be in the best place to be able to plant those seeds. Because, from the Farmer's Almanac, what they looked for with the worm moon is they looked for the worms to come out, and that was the first sign of spring. That is the time then to plant those seeds. Now we're going to get our cards or our messages from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Colette Baron Reed cards. We'll get a overall message from that particular deck. We'll then take the Psychic Tarot cards and see what is going on with the Celtic Cross, clarify everything with the Crystal Visions Tarot. We'll then get into our Moonology cards, yes, of course, because it is the full moon and we need to see what's going on with all of that. And don't go away, because at the end we will get a couple of the Lovers Oracle cards. All right, I think we're just about ready to go now. Again, thank you so much for all your likes, subscribes, shares, comments. You are amazing, and I thank you so much for all your support. Take a couple of nice, slow, deep breaths. Relax. Allow this time to be with our ancestors, way showers, and guides. Call them in with me now and thank them for being here to bring the messages through, to help us through our week ahead. Thank you so much. To the unseen and to the seen that are here with me today, I honor you. Thank you. All right, well, let's get into our messages, shall we, and see what is going on in the hidden realms. How have you been doing, water signs? Have you been feeling more emotional? Have there been some things coming up that you have noticed that you needed to give more attention to and perhaps release today? All right, so our card coming out today is the Prison Waif. This card says, Self-Sabotage, Poverty Consciousness. So this is all about the thoughts that we're holding. Now, Spirit is saying that we know that it all starts in our mind, right? Is this one of those 8 of Swords kind of situation where we feel mentally trapped and like we can't move forward from whatever situation that we're in? This is all in our head, is what Spirit is saying. We are self-sabotaging ourselves, possibly being with ourselves like in this depressed state, spending a lot of time introverting, those kinds of things. And Spirit is saying that this is doing nothing but just drawing us in that cycle, like we're constantly spinning in that cycle of we're thinking, oh, nothing could possibly good happen for me, woe is me, all of this kind of energy. And trust me, I understand that we all get into this space where maybe it feels like a lot is coming at us, and maybe we don't know how to work it all out in our minds, because again, this is about our mind energy is what I feel like today. But we're going to read this card. It's a 31 card. This is about getting that balance out. You know what I mean? Balance from the 4 quarters. It's like our mind, our emotions, that fire, our energy, and our body itself that transmits, and all of those messages that start in our mind. And if we self-sabotage from the very beginning, this can have an effect on our whole system. So this card says, when the prison waif arrives in his realm as your ally, he comes to remind you of the law of paradoxical intent. Your own self-sabotaging thoughts and hidden beliefs are, in fact, preventing you from your higher good. You might believe that you are doing all you can to manifest your reality, but perhaps you're giving into thoughts such as the following. Let me turn the page and I'll tell you what those are. So these are some of the thoughts and feelings that you may be giving energy to that we definitely need to look at if that's the case. I can't do this. I'm unworthy. I'll fail, so why try? I don't deserve this. I'm unlovable. Are you feeling any of these comments today that I just mentioned? Hit the like button if you are, and own the fact that you could be self-sabotaging yourself. Now, what this says is, in fact, you are locked in a prison of your own making. We just talked about that. There is good news, though, because it means that you have the key to let yourself out. This is a sign that you need to spend some time with yourself, addressing those beliefs that counter your hard work to get ahead. So you may be doing a lot. You may have put in a lot of work, a lot of chills right now for what I'm saying, but you'll literally sabotage everything that you're doing, all the work that you're doing, just by having negative energy about it, if that makes sense. You're putting that energy into your work, if you will, and then it's just automatically not allowing people to come to you. It's like they feel that energy just like you would feel on somebody when you enter a room and you can tell that they're negative and pessimistic and things like that. And you don't want people to feel that with your work. You want them to see who you are, right? But you have to be that first, and you have to believe that to be true. You have the key, Spirit is saying. Take inventory of your thoughts, let yourself out of jail, and spend a few minutes outdoors in gratitude. So I had the get out of jail free card, right? So that's your key. You have the key to get out of jail for free. It's time to let the sunshine in, is what Spirit is saying. And the sunshine is in fact here. Turn your face towards it. Turn away from all this darkness and understand you have the key to get out of this darkness, is what Spirit is saying today. It is all in your mind, is what Spirit is saying. All in your mind, the prison waif. All right, take the key off of your key ring, your belt loop there on your side, or imaginary. Unlock that door. All right, see yourself being freed out of that prison. Perhaps it's a miniature version of you that you see trapped in your mind, and see yourself like a doppelganger, if you will, that one that's confident, that one that understands and knows, right? And unlock that door and come out of that prison that you've perhaps provided yourself so comfortably for today. Let's see what's going on for you, water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. All right, so it says prosperity begins, but it's in the reverse. So if we don't have enough water to water our seeds, or if we don't even get them in the ground in the first place, if we're not even working together, because that takes cooperation, right? So this is a 1 card. This is the alignment that we need to be able to have all of that prosperity in our lives. And if we don't have that, our hands, we're not coming together, and we're not, praying, and we're not getting in, or, just sitting with ourselves again, like this card was talking about, and taking that inventory, right? How can we ever expect anything to grow in our lives? All right, so there is an awareness that you've absolutely had today. This is where you're sitting right now, in that seat of understanding. Now, what are you going to do with it, is what Spirit is saying. Are you going to continue to stay in that jail? It is going to take some time. You are going to have some patience with yourself as you're changing around that talk, right? But that seed, as you continue to nurture it, just like if you know about the works of Dr. Masaru Emoto, right? And as we are playing into those more positive thoughts and feelings, guess what? You are over 70% water. It's said that you're 70 to 90% water, right? So your thoughts are literally like the messages that are sent through that water into your body. So everything that you're telling yourself that, yes, this will work. Yes, you know, I'm going to know what the next steps are. I'm going to be given the next steps. Speak it. Perhaps that is what you needed to do in the past, is to speak. Again, that was the change, that negative talk, right? So that you could start to really move and open that door to your prison and let yourself out. But you weren't allowing the universe to work with you, or you're not. If you stay in this kind of energy, this is the mental energy where you're not working with the universe. You're not letting the universe help you to spin everything in your favor and for everything to come towards you that you're really wanting. You know what I mean? So with this universe energy in reverse and the 21 energy and numerology coming to a 3, that is denoting the energy of spirit. And that's talking about, you know, when that's in reverse, that's not us working in concert, you know, in alignment, because perhaps we've lost all hope. But we need to be aware of all of those angels. You see all of those angels in the palm of his hand? Look at it upright, supporting you. Trust that you are being supported regardless of what you are going through. That 17 number in numerology coming to an 8. You need to trust and understand that that infinity loop, you are receiving energy regardless. You know, are you getting negative or positive energy back? It's all going to depend on what you're putting out there. Is it going to be positive movement forward, or are our ships going to be stalled? You know, do we need to let the, you know, obstacles and challenges in reverse? Take away those obstacles and challenges by first letting up the anchor and allowing ourselves that positive movement forward. You know what I mean? So all of that prosperity can begin in our lives, but that being in reverse is what's blocking that positive movement forward. All right, let's get the Crystal Visions Tarot to see and clarify all of this today. Are you resonating with this energy? You can absolutely change it around. Are you ready to change it around? Spirit is saying you absolutely can today, and you know that is what I'm seeing here. But you have to hold on to that hope and continue to feed into all of this in the most positive ways, right? So that those seeds can be nourished and grow properly. All right, beautiful. So coming out today for the awareness in the middle card. Awareness. And for awareness, we have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Got to put in the work, guys. You know exactly what you need to do, but if you're not putting in the work, again, what does that mean? We stay in the mental prison, and we don't want to stay in the mental prison, do we? That is mitote, as Don Miguel Ruiz calls it. That is mental chaos, and we want to get ourselves out of that prison. Patience. What is the, wow. Patience is going to bring you everything that you want. That lotus will grow, the crown will open, you will understand exactly your worth, and spirit is going to overflow your cup with joy. Yes, because once you just give the first little step towards it, right? You remove those obstacles. You allow spirit to help you to make everything better. Throat chakra. What is this energy? That is the 4 of Wands. Okay, so not giving into this energy anymore, okay? This is the energy of your home. This is the energy of, you know, not giving any more chances, or not, you know, allowing this negative energy, if you will, to be a part of who you are, your foundation. You know, this is what you're building right now, and it's so important. I feel many of you are definitely focused on getting that foundation in place and knowing your worth, and maybe even getting your pentacles going in the right direction, right? But that is all centered around first. What are you thinking? How are you thinking about the situation? Again, remember, you are not only a physical, but a non-physical being. And from the perspective of the physical sense, your thoughts and emotions are what charges the water in your body, right? And gives you that motivation to be able to work with the universe effectively, all right? So universe in reverse, We've got the Seven of Cups, confused, right? Confused about what is the right energy to hold, what is the right cup to invest in. You know, maybe we've been playing a little trial and error is what I've been feeling like with our emotional state and trying to work with this law of attraction, if you will. So I feel like many of us are still trying to work it out, but maybe a little bit confused still about it. It's truly just taking the opposite of what you're thinking of something negative and thinking the opposite of it, and continuing to feed into those thoughts until the emotions catch up, and then you start to feel it within your body, right? And then all of the hope turns around. But right now, if we're holding on to that energy moving forward, just understand that if you choose the other way, if you choose to hold on to hope, you are going to be supported, and you're going to be amazed at just how powerful you're going to feel as a result. You are going to see the path moving forward. The ships are coming in. You just have to see it first in your mind, all right? Take yourself out of that limited poverty mindset state where you feel like you're always being left out in the cold and nothing ever works out for you, because that is absolutely not true. Take yourself out of that way of thinking. Go down a new path today, Spirit is saying, because otherwise you're just going to continue to stall yourself, and I know you don't want that today, right, water signs? Okay, to my Pisces, Cancers, and Scorpios out there, hit the like button if you're ready to not be stalled any longer. Maybe put a ship up there. Very appropriate for the water energy, right? Let's not stall those waters, stagnate those waters. Let's allow it to flow. You know how it feels when things are flowing well, right? Okay, well, let's get some numerology cards on this and see what is going on. So far, I'm loving your reading, but it's definitely yours is more about getting out of that mental prison, working on that, right? Understanding that that is what's going to get your energy right in your heart. And then you're going to start to really feel it here. And your energy is going to take off. Capricorn energy coming out today. Your hard work is paying off. Just in case you needed some encouragement, below the scenes, that new moon energy, I think about that being unconscious or subconscious energy. 1717, yes, the infinity energy. This is your hard work is paying off, and Spirit is absolutely assisting you in all of this. Trust that it is in fact happening. Too many cards. You may have seen those, but we're just wanting to get one more card today from the Moonology cards. Lots to be said now. To my water signs, it seemed like everything wanted to come out. One more Moonology card. Here we go. And expect powerful change. Wow. New moon eclipse. So you're definitely cutting something out. I think you're going to understand what that is pretty soon. If you haven't already, start and keep working with that. Before you know it, you're going to have that key to get yourself out of that prison. That is awesome. I really feel this energy that many of you are going to really start to understand this and move in the right direction with all of that, and it really feels good for you. I am feeling good for you. I'm actually feeling this Ace of Cups energy and lots of chills and stuff, but seeing this, you know, growth and this fruits from the tree and just all the happiness, right? So let's get some Lovers Oracle cards out. Woo, that one hit me in the nose. This card came out for you from the Lovers Oracle, and it says friendship. Nurture the kinds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically, let me make sure I'm reading this correctly, sorry. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship. So nurture the friendship aspect within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. beautiful. So this is saying, like, if you've been worried perhaps, you know, about a loved one, you know, that could be why this Seven of Cups energy was coming out. Maybe you were, you know, concerned about their commitment, you know, to everything that you're building and growing and things of that nature. But what I'm finding today here with this card is saying, first of all, let's not forget our Moonology cards that's saying all of your hard work is paying off, right? And expect some powerful changes. Well, this is one thing that can dramatically help your relationships, is to really nurture the friendship factor. Like, how can we just kind of be there for people and show up? That way we know that they know that we care, and that encourages, as your example of being there for other people, that they'll be there for you too. And but you'll be surprised probably to have somebody reach out to you and say, hey, how are you doing today? You know, how's your day going? This says, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Wow. So as you're releasing, basically, and we were talking about the mental prison, right? So let's draw that all in. The prison waif. We want to remove ourselves from this prison, right? So this is getting alone, getting to ourselves, just like this card was talking about. Really looking at everything within us. Again, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light. And it was saying, go out into the sunlight, get into the sunlight. So maybe that's what you need to do with your eyes closed. Just allow yourself to face the sun, allow that to hit your face. You know how wonderful that feels, especially this time of the year when it's still a little cool. All right. And so this is going to, again, create room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. That is beautiful. It's going to unlock so many doors I see for you today. For my water signs, what a beautiful reading. Well, thank you so much for all of your support. Of course, look out for the daily readings that I put out, and you can check out the other elemental signs as well. And I will see you again soon for another reading. Blessings, and bye for now.